It's Thursday. It's the Rewatch Council back talking Buffy. Going to be talking Shadow, season 5, episode 8. And who do I have with me here? Who is this? Now, my glasses aren't that great. Meredith Vieira's with us this week. Meredith, welcome to the council. How are you?
Meredith Vieira, what is this? The
Oh, it's Ferris
View?
Muthana. It's Ferris Muthana.
Wow, Rob, what a deep cut, man. Next thing you gonna call me Katie Couric?
Wait a minute. How dare you?
What am I, Joy Behat?
Oh my God. Could you imagine?
No, I don't want that though. That'd be funny.
All right, let's get into Shadow. Oh my God, Ferris. So, written by David Fury. Last one he did was Real Me, the one that kind of introduces Dawn
Mm-hmm.
and her relations to the people, if you remember. Directed by Daniel Atias. Now, this is first of 2 episodes he's going to do. He's also directed for Beverly Hills 90210,
Oh,
Party of
nice.
5, The Practice, all the classics, Alias, The
Oh,
Sopranos,
oh,
The Wire. He
oh,
goes back to the vampire community in True Blood,
oh, wow.
Homeland, and
Oh,
It's Always Sunny.
oh, okay. What a resume, my guy.
What a resume!
Resume.
Of course, headlined by maybe by Shadow. You never know. Number 1 movie in your United States of America. I guess growing up, maybe you think this is a classic. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the live action version, was
I'm
the
a big
number 1
fan.
movie.
I'm a big fan.
I saw it when it came out. Yeah, it's fine. I don't think I
Yeah.
ever saw it again.
Speaking, we actually talk about that movie coming up in a couple of weeks. Actually,
Yeah, they've got a little Christmas special coming up
yes.
here on the post credits. Number 1 song in your United States, Letting Us Down Worldwide. It's With Arms Wide Open by Creed, the number 1 song there. Number 1 song in the UK.
Rob, you hate a lot of stuff. Rob, you hate Creed.
Oh, they're terrible. They're
See,
terrible. There
you
was
hate.
just so many bands that were so bad and sounded the exact same at the exact same time.
You're gonna tell me
Terrible.
you're gonna tell me you hate Nickelback.
I believe that's common knowledge. That is, that is like probably they're gonna put on my gravestone. Won't even put my name. It's like this jerk hated Nickelback, hated. Now, the number 1 song in the UK, one of your all-time favorites, I'm sure. Same Old Brand New You by A1.
Hmm?
Yep, don't remember it either. So, number 1 song in Canada, of course, Shape of My Heart, the Backstreet Boys. Canada won once again the week of November 21st, 2000. Okay, synopsis time. Buffy must shield her sister from harm when the demon Glory evokes a hideous beast to help find the missing key, Ferris.
Which is Dawn.
Well, yeah, that's right. Well, there's one glaring error in that synopsis, but we'll move on. So there's gonna be lots of bits going on at the hospital here, fortunately, because well, I will say actually, fortunately for Joyce, because she had to go in for that CAT scan she was talking about at the end of Fool for Love. Gets in there quite quick. They get a same day CAT scan. Dawn a little annoying here. I know you find Dawn annoying at the best of times. Here's a little bit annoying stuff when she's talking about why it was called a CAT scan.
Mm-hmm.
If they tested on cats.
I don't really believe that, but
No.
yeah.
I just don't understand why they allowed her to skip school for this. For a procedure. You know what I mean? I think
Who,
that's cool.
Dawn?
Yeah, they let Dawn skip school for all of this.
Well, I think it's justifiable to be with your mother if she's getting a CAT scan. It's a very scary process, Rob. So I'm okay with it.
She's not going to join her in the room. In fact, famously, we got to see in the room. It was just her and some other guy, and that room was huge.
Rob, do
It was
you
a
not
very good.
do you not go to hospitals for moral support of your family, Rob?
They won't let me in hospitals anymore. There was an incident.
Oh, okay, all right.
Goodness sakes! Thanks for bringing up past traumas
All right, my
for
bad.
them. For them. Okay, magic shop. So we get to go over to the magic shop.
Magic box.
Yeah, sorry, Matt. Well, I keep saying the shop, magic box or the shop. Magic Box. So, Magic Box, you're too young maybe to remember Yellow Page ads.
No, Rob, I do remember,
Do
but
you
okay.
remember those?
Yes, yes.
A big deal. Getting even that little quarter piece and stuff like
Hmm.
that. Remember, you have to pay
That
pretty
was a
good money
big
for that.
advertisement in the yellow pages, man. That was big.
It was
They had the,
big,
they had the entire
but
bottom row.
it's still the Sunnydale Yellow Pages. It's not like it was like the Los Angeles one or something like that. But
Oh.
as we know, a two Starbucks town, as Sunnydale has like multiple, has a university, there's
Hmm.
multiple everything else going on, stuff like that. It's a lot bigger than they think. A lot bigger than they think. Okay,
It's a very
so
rich. It's a very rich town.
it's got some money.
Yeah.
It's got that old money,
Yeah.
old like vampire,
Yeah.
old
This is the
demon.
town that was created when all the people flew from the city.
Yeah, well, we got to meet the creators of the town, didn't we? Yeah,
Hmm.
famously turned out to be a bit of a snake. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
literally.
Both in, both in, the way he did business, and he actually turns into a huge snake at the end. So this season does a lot better with continuing on stories. We're not guessing when this next episode is. When the Scoobies come in, they're complaining that Riley had already hand grenaded all the vampires the night before, so we know exactly this is going to take place just a couple hours after Fool for Love ends here. There's a good Giles quote when Xander's going to ask him if he's right about something. He just says, "I'm almost certain you're not, but to be fair, I wasn't listening."
Hmm.
That'd be a nice thing to say too. I should have had that on my little thing down here that I never know how to turn and keep forgetting, even if I did. So, Anya's going to show everyone now how far she's come as a person because she wants to start the day off by not having a slaughter.
Yes.
Well, that makes one of us.
A lot of personal growth. It was tremendous to see.
They get to researching Buffy's new antagonist. Xander
Hmm.
suggests, just go into the sewers or the rat infested warehouses like everybody else. Nope, nope. Uh, this new antagonist has a pretty swanky, almost looks like a penthouse apartment here.
With a servant.
Not only a servant, a minion,
Yes.
Ferris. So,
A monk magic minion.
maybe. Well,
Well, he dressed like he dressed like Friar John. So yeah, I think so.
Friar
Look at him.
John. Friar John.
You know, one of the friars, the padres, the ones who wear
Sure.
the
You
the
mean
brown.
like Friar Tuck?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. I'm just thinking Robin Hood. Now,
Oh,
uh, so I was thinking like this apartment would be like Cordelia's dream place. This is
yes,
exactly what Cordelia wants. The two are very closely linked in how they look at the world. Maybe a less murdery for Cordelia.
absolutely,
Sometimes.
absolutely.
So this minion we spoke of, his name's Drag. Now, he's played by Kevin Weissman. He's done Reacher, Suits LA. Ferris, I'm sure you were a huge fan of that one.
No, I actually never watched it.
No one watched it. Ridiculous, terrible.
I saw it got canceled.
Yeah, so nobody could care less. If it didn't have Harvey Specter, nobody was going to give a shit. So,
Man, Harvey Specter's the greatest lawyer of all time.
oh my God, beg to differ. Well, let's see.
Oh, well, Perry Mason.
Perry Mason only lost one court battle in his entire career.
Yeah,
And I think he did it.
I'll take the lawyer from To Kill a Mockingbird.
Okay. I remember reading the book, and I'm put on the spot and can't remember the bloody guy's name. Atticus Finch.
Atticus Finch. Yes.
Now, who's the greatest?
The man won a court case in racist U.S. South. So that's
There
pretty
you go.
impressive.
There you go. Now, this Kevin Weissman, we keep bringing him up because he was also a series regular on Hello Ladies, the Stephen Merchant show. Runaways, that Marvel show about all the
The kids of the villains.
the villains. Alias, he was on every single episode of that show, Ferris.
Oh wow.
He was also the Lord of the Rings nerd in Clerks 2, the one that goes on about the Lord of the Rings over Return of the Jedi, or which is the better
Better
trilogy.
return.
Yes.
There's only one return, and it's the Jedi.
Yep. Best thing about this guy, he was the original drummer for Trainwreck. Trainwreck is the side band of Kyle Gass from Tenacious D. So there you go.
Oh,
He's
nice, nice.
multi talented,
Wait, Alias is you said Alias twice already. Is that the show with Katie Holmes?
Alias is the one with the girl who was
Oh,
married to Affleck.
no, Jennifer Gardner. My bad, Jennifer
That's
Gardner.
it, Jennifer Garner. There you are.
What the hell is the Katie Holmes one?
Uh, Dawson's Creek.
No, no, man, no, no.
That's the only thing I could think of she ever did.
Okay,
Yep, there you are. She was. Yeah, I'm sure you were thinking Dawson's Creek because that's the only thing she's ever been in, according to
okay.
me. No, Dreg can grovel with the best of them. You gotta enjoy a man who knows his spot, and his spot is to try and pump the tires of someone who gives no shits about you. You know what I mean? So he gives her a present. He's got a spell for her. And more important than that, when he gives her the spell present, he says her name, Ferris, Glorificus, which she can't stand. She prefers to be called Glory, so I don't have to keep calling her the Beast or the Abomination anymore. Now,
Glorificus. That's a wild name, man.
it's a, yeah, well, it's probably taken from the wouldn't even be Latin back then. She's so old. Predates the written word. We're gonna find that out in a minute. So yeah, he offers. He screwed up by saying Glorificus. You can rip her his tongue out if she'd like. So she says, "Gimme." Just the look
Mhm.
on his face as he slowly moves over with his tongue, well, you offered it. Now you got to get your tongue ripped out. And then, but to his relief, she's only going to take that spell that he had in a what is that a papyrus or something like that.
Mhm.
So she's had enough of all these compliments. She just wants to know if this spell thing's going to work. He says, yeah, it's going to work. What are you going to do? She's just going to need some things. And thanks to those yellow pages, Ferris, that just came out, she knows exactly where to go to get them. We go to Buffy's next. This is where we see Spike is a huge pervert. This should come as no surprise to anybody. But Riley catches him in Buffy's room and says, "What are you doing there?" It's like, well, he was, grabbing some souvenirs. He says, he's a predator thing. He sniffs
Mhm.
his enemy's clothes, which is gross. So he's going to then be the one to bring up. Spike is then going to bring up. Oh well, you weren't here last night when your lady friend was crying on the steps. Who was this guy? But of course, he does leave out that he was going to aim a shotgun at her and blow her away seconds before he decided no, he should console her. And then he's also going to go for the throat, eventually on Riley here, saying that Buffy has a type,
Mhm.
uh, and he's not it. Just isn't dark enough for someone like Buffy. So Riley's going to say, well, you want dark? He takes him outside, throws him out, starts sizzling, brings him back inside real quick. Spike's going to tell him that Buffy had to go to the hospital because Joyce was having that procedure done.
Mhm.
Then he throws him out again, but like the kind man he is, Riley's going to throw him that blanket so he just doesn't poof into dust. Every vampire seems to have a different, tolerance when it comes to the sun, it seems. And luckily for Spike, he's a pretty good tolerance. Now, he gets to the hospital. Buffy's going to tell him that all these CAT scans are done and stuff like that. She just wants him to basically babysit Dawn while she goes in to find out what was going wrong. And there is something. And then luckily, there's an open OR at this. Nobody ever goes to the Sunnydale Hospital. Most of the people just end up dead, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the morgue is probably the busier of the buildings when it comes there.
Well, I don't think so either, Rob, because a lot of the people just vanish into dust. So I don't think there's a lot of people at the morgue either.
And that's true. Well, not all the people, not the people they left lying around after they're done eating them. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
he says, well, and there's also just happens to be a brain surgeon around, and they're going to do a biopsy, see if there's something
It's a
going on
rich
with
town. It's a big
this.
rich town, Robert.
Yeah, they found a shadow on her brain scan here. Her mom tells her it's too early to be concerned. which is, well, that's good news.
That's
So
good.
back to the magic box. Scooby's more researching here. Tara's the one who figures out that maybe there's something different to this beast that they
Hmm.
can't dig up any info on. Maybe it's just that she's older than the written word. She's not new. She's just way, way older. Willow's
Hmm.
going to bring up that Dagon sphere that Buffy found at the warehouse. Giles mentioned if she is written older than the written word, there's no way you're going to be able to tell where she is. And unbeknownst to him, she's right behind him. We're about to buy a couple of items, and but Giles is also sure after all this is done that she's going to make herself known soon.
Hmm.
So good on those Scoobies. Giles is going to take a proportional amount of crap for this. I don't see how he was supposed to take the what was he supposed to do?
Hmm.
So uh,
Buffy never described her.
well, yeah, just a young girl.
Yes.
Yeah, that's about it. We could describe anyone like that. Now back at the hospital, Dawn's still sleeping. Riley's comforting Buffy. He's doing all he can as the
Hmm.
supportive boyfriend. Doc has already gotten the results. It did not take long. Unfortunately, Joyce has a low grade glioma, like a brain tumor, cerebral.
This was a very, very sad episode.
Yeah. Oh,
Very
don't
sad.
don't worry. It's all sunshine and cartwheels after this episode, Ferris. Don't you worry none. I don't want it to be a
Okay.
spoiler to you, but everyone's going to be so happy. So the voice is going to start trailing off on Buffy as he's talking. When it comes back, it's just magical when they go into commercial. Then it comes right back. He's going to warn her about a variety of symptoms: a lack of appetite, a lack of vision, mood swings. Certainly are going to be
Hmm.
a symptom in all this. They're still not even sure if it's operable. It tells her that the advances in science going these days with low grade glioma gives her mom a real chance. He says when found in this stage, about 33% of all people with it actually survive, which is actually pretty good.
Yes.
Uh, yeah,
Especially in the 90s or
yeah.
early 2000s.
Like the people I know who've had brain cancer have had a 0% chance of survival, which sucks.
Yes.
And then he's going to start asking about insurance and the environment she lives in. Like if she has a cell phone. Buffy is stunned, I guess, by the news. I think that's why she's having trouble thinking, like, oh, yeah, I think she has a cell phone and stuff like that. Plus, this is in the year 2000. Not everyone
Hmm.
had a cell phone, Ferris.
No.
I didn't have one for quite some time. I just thought they were dumb. So Ben is going to show up, apologize for that doctor. He's going to trick the doctor into going somewhere else, and he's going to let her know that she can't do anything about this now. You should give yourself a break. And then she's like, "Fine, thanks."
Hmm.
Tells Riley, "Yeah, things are bad." And then she's going to go find magic that you can just take care of this. What you think would be an easy thing, right? She's gonna find out, maybe not, but she has to try anyway. She tells him to drop Dawn off at school.
Hmm.
Well, you already let her skip the entire day. So far, you're gonna drop her off for what, the last class or something like that? Ridiculous. Anyways,
Made no sense.
don't don't tell Dawn. Don't tell Dawn anything's going on. Yeah, we'll tell her later. She's 13 or 14 years old. Why wouldn't she wouldn't be able to handle it? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Back at the magic box, Anya is now pissed that Giles sold not only a Cole's amulet, but the Sobekan bloodstone to go with it.
And
Asks if
Anya freaked out.
asks if he's stupid.
Yes.
And let me
Oh,
answer that with a firing. Just smart.
so that's a
But
good point. Yeah,
you
that's a good
can't
point.
always just threaten the fire, though. Got to do some fire.
Yes.
You got to show. You got to show. You know what I mean? Anyways, the Sobekites were an Egyptian cult into black magic, Ferris. That amulet was a transmogrifier. Giles isn't too concerned, though, and then remembers the person would need enormous power, and that person that bought it was just a young woman, and then the jigsaw puzzles fall neatly into place. So, yeah, Now he gets it. Of course, Xander didn't, though. Xander still did not understand. And this is when we go to the park with Riley and Dawn. And of course, Dawn does. I don't know. Is it every episode she's just going to put her foot in her mouth?
Dawn, yes, absolutely.
She's just going to talk to him about how she never cries about him the way she would cry about Angel. You know, she everything was like the end of the world with Angel. With him, he's just comfortable. Which is what everybody likes to hear.
A lot of dudes they hear that stuff and say, "Oh no," because they want to be the center of like passion and fire,
Sure,
but like there's a lot of pain there.
there's she killed that man.
Yeah, like there's a lot of
Killed
pain
him
there.
and sent
Why
him down.
why not be solace and a breath of fresh air, calm in the eye of the storm?
Yeah, near the steady port.
Yes. What's so wrong with that?
Hurricane. Nothing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But to Riley, there is, because he had this thing. He had some kind of powers with all the drugs he was taking. Now it was all taken away from him. Now he just feels like a schlep. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And then we get on this whole story about going to that merry-go-round for her 10th birthday, and her mom renting the whole thing for an hour, and she didn't have any friends, so it was just the three of them riding that thing. I don't know if she thought that was sweet or something like that. That was pretty sad.
Hmm.
And I would think those people are crazy, by the way. So, uh, we go see Buffy now. She wants them all to find a spell at the magic shop, a magic box.
Hmm.
Giles has got to tell her that the mystical and the magical can't mix. This is why there's things like diseases and stuff like that. There's an automatically cured. There's always too many things that can go wrong with it. Then, of course, Anya, speaking of people sticking feet in mouths,
Hmm.
Anya's going to go on about how Giles screwed up. And then,
I like her.
then
I like her. I like her straightforwardness. I'm a big fan of Anya's.
Anya's terrific.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, Anya is the best. Shit. Yep. And then they got to let her know, or they got to let Buffy know about that recent customer they had and what she got. Then tells her what all this stuff is going to do. And to Buffy's credit, doesn't get mad. Just worried. She's worried, hopefully, that all these guys are okay. Uh, she wonders how she got the stuff, and Anya just whispers, Giles sold it to her. I did appreciate that as well.
Hmm.
Now, he mentions that he may have overcharged her, though,
Yeah,
which isn't important. Like, that's how you get in trouble with your
it's
Better
it's the,
Business Bureau.
it's the small victories.
Oh, you think that's it?
It's the small victories.
Oh, okay, fine. And then
If
they
they don't,
tell,
if they don't, if they don't, if they don't ever know.
yeah, Buffy's then told about that whole Temple of Sobek, that they're a cult of reptile worshippers. Oh, the worst kind of cults. Xander wishes there was a bunny cult and automatically gets in crap because of Anya's deathly fear of bunnies. Why would he think like not a smart move, not a smart move. So
Yeah.
the Scoops had, by the way, deciphered all of the markings on the transmogrifying stone there. And it looks like they're going to use it to transmogrify a cobra, Ferris. What they should be doing, these guys, I would think,
Hmm.
is transmogrify a mongoose. But nope, they're not sure why they're, going for a cobra, but they're going to keep looking. Buffy says, "You look, I'll go kill," which is always nice to hear a young lady say. And they warn her about getting her butt whipped again because last time it got thoroughly and completely whooped.
Hmm.
But except for that whole warehouse falling in on stuff. Now, she says she's ready this time, Ferris. Don't worry about it. So we're going to go back to the zoo here. First time they've been to the zoo in a long time.
I like the zoo.
I think last time
Bring the zoo.
they were there, they were taking care of a bunch of hyena people, if
Yeah.
I remember right.
Hmm.
Yeah, not long after Principal was eaten by them, for goodness sakes. So, Glory grabs her snake now. She's going to put in one of those stereotypical, is that a vase or a jar or something like that they use for cobras? Gets Gerd to start chanting a spell. She then starts joining in. It's very spelly, you know. Stops to whine about how overwritten dark incantations are, and I completely agree. But while she's complaining, Buffy's going to attack. Gloria, while she's getting punched, is going to keep saying how unfair it is since she wasn't looking. Then she's going to grab Buffy, knocks her head into the wall a couple of times, gets Kurt to keep doing his chanting here, and continues to beat Buffy from pillar to post
Mm-hmm.
in wrestling parlance here. Now, gets Kurt keeps chanting. She's going to start yelling "Arise" a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Buffy's thrown into like an aquarium kind of bit now. She keeps yelling "Arise," and voila, boom. We have yet another snake person demon.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the third
They,
one.
they love their snake demons. They really like them.
It's like they had a costume. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
well, we had to spend $70 or so on this costume. We gotta get $70 worth of work out of it. They're a frugal bunch. Also, mind you, and this is at the WB, so maybe there's like some contract negotiations still going on, as we'll find out later on in this season. So maybe they had to pinch their pennies where they could. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So this time the CGI for it is a little bit better.
Yeah, at the
You
end,
know,
absolutely.
it's a little bit better than what you get until you start seeing the CGI and then the practical costume together and how this thing moves. I just thought it was pretty funny every time we'd see it. Anyways, she tells him that it has the power now to see what's unseen. Go find that key. Oh my god! So we know what this whole thing was about first. She's got to go get that key.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Buffy had taken off in the middle of all this. She wasn't waiting around to
Mm-hmm.
see what any kind of plans were. She tells it so the Glory's going to tell it to look for it in its holy places, and then return to her with all the with the scoop, I guess. So it's going to stand there, just looking at her like a dummy. She says, "No,
Mm-hmm.
it'd be good." And this is where you just see it awkwardly. Like this is like I'm basically that snake right now. Doesn't move its head or nothing. Drives you nuts. So back to the shop. Riley's there. Finds out that Buffy is gone, why she did.
Yes.
He's gonna give them crap for it. Giles has to let him know. It's like that whole let part is doing a lot of work for you here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Then Xander is
We
correct.
can't stop her,
Yeah,
my
we don't.
guy.
What are we gonna do? Like, come on.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like, well, yeah. We
We're
can't.
they're the minions basically. They're the
Yes, they
Gurds.
are the
They're the
minions.
Gurds.
Yes. Yeah. They're. Yeah.
For goodness sakes. Yeah, but give Xander credit for giving Riley shit for going it alone, blowing up them vamps real good and stuff like that. He's gonna start questioning Riley's motives and
Hey,
everything.
how are you?
Hello, Adelia. So, and then he's gonna just, are you okay? He's like
Mm-hmm.
Xander. Are you okay? He says, yeah, he's just a little crazed. That's never a good thing to hear from a guy who just let a hand grenade go in a confined space.
Mm-hmm.
Never good. And we're going to see that snake guy looking through a church. You know,
Always to the holy. Always to the holy lands first.
yeah, it went through one of them. They have more churches there per square mile than any place else in America. That was told to us very early on. So
Mm-hmm.
back at the hospital, Buffy's going to call Giles, tell him what's going on here, and tells her that Dawn's going to be over at the matching box soon. And she doesn't know anything about her mom. She doesn't want her to know yet. Buffy's going to go stay with her mom for a while and be there when her
Mm-hmm.
mom wakes up because someone has to be there to support her. She's going to get
Yes.
bad news.
Absolutely.
Not going to have the best news. And then we're going to get a montage of her waiting. And then Riley, instead of going to see Buffy, trying to be the supportive boyfriend, now he's going to go spend some more time over at Willie's bar,
Yeah.
having a couple of drinks. That Sandy girl, when
Yes.
I say girl, I mean vampire, is
Yes.
going to show up again. This is where you see Joyce told the news. She actually takes it fairly well, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Riley Sandy gonna head outside the bar. You think maybe a little
You know what?
makeout section?
No lie, this kind of messed up. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
like like
yeah.
like you knew she was a vampire. You kind of tricked her, and then you killed her.
Yes.
Yes,
Well, we'll wait on that because I don't know about tricking her. He tricks her as in he stakes her. He
yes.
does that. That's a
He killed.
Series wrap on Sandy.
Yeah, he
But
kills her. Just
yeah,
dead right there.
he lets her bite him, drink some of it up, and then give him. Oops, I'm sorry. I slept with my steak in your heart.
Hmm.
So he did seem to enjoy it too. So maybe there's something going on with the.
Yes.
Maybe there's something going on with Riley. We'll
Hmm.
never know. We'll never know until wait till next week. So, we're gonna see that CGI snake again here, making its way to the merry-go-round. It's picked up the scent. Famously, it
Hmm.
must have picked it up with its tongue because that's where snakes' uh olfactory senses are, as you well know, Ferris. Or did you? I'm just kidding. I
No,
don't
I
know.
did. I did know. I did know. I agreed. I said yes.
That's what it does. So,
Yes.
its eyes are going red and stuff like that. Like, there's $15 put to good work. Buffy's gonna get back to the magic box.
Demons always have glowing eyes. Always. Always. Forever.
Gotta do. As soon as they figure something out, bing, you can
Yes.
tell. It's like a light bulb that goes over a human being's
Charging.
head when
Charging
they
up
get
the
an idea.
power.
That's right.
Charging up the power.
Yep. So she's gonna tell Dawn that their mom's waiting for them. Ask if there's been any signs of the snake folk that are going around.
Hmm.
And as she does, of course, it's gonna bust through a window. CGI has it knock over a counter onto Buffy. That counter must weigh an awful lot because kind of takes Buffy out
Hmm.
for a second here. Dawn's going to start screaming at the top of her lungs. She's a healthy screamer. We can say that for sure. It's going to stretch over, going to lord over here for a sec. And then you can see it's all nice and staticky.
Hmm.
And then turn into CGI and get the heck out of there. Thankfully, though, it doesn't like try and going over buildings or anything like that. It just goes down the middle of the street. Pretty easy to track when it's just going down the middle of the street. So Buffy's gonna run after it, and then she's going to get into an alley. She's gonna grab. They're gonna grab the Giles mobile. He's gonna pick her up. He's gonna crash a little bit just into garbage. So, anyways, say they have to go grab it before it gets to Glory. So this is the first time that Buffy's ever said her name. Of course, she just heard it when Drake was mentioning it. Well,
Hmm.
launching the Snake Boy here. Back to Glory's place. She's taking more of her frustrations out on poor Dreg.
Yes.
So that this snake guy should already be back with the key news.
Where is he?
Yep. He gets some crap for calling her glorificus again.
Hmm.
There's shoe damage going on here.
Hmm.
Yeah, she's concerned that people aren't aligning with her schedule,
Yes.
which yeah,
It's a
incredibly
little.
quick.
It's a little. It's a little irritating. I'm gonna
Yeah,
lie. I feel her
sure.
pain.
Yep, I get it. Now that snake's going to continue down the road. The snake, at least that still has a brain of a snake.
Lack of punctuality is not glorificus.
No, that's right.
Mm.
Giles Mobile's in hot pursuit of this bloody snake. The snake's going to bust through a chain link fence, go down through a park. Buffy's running right behind it now because you're going to see the juxtaposition. So the snake looks like it's going incredibly fast as it winds
Yes.
through things. Buffy starts running. She
She's
gets up on like
slow
this
as
hill.
molasses.
Yeah, this up on this
Slow
hill,
as
and it's again.
molasses,
You
bro.
just see the static snake moving
Hmm.
ever so slowly. Buffy's gonna jump on it. We get some CGI Buffy here and wrestling this snake. Fortunately, there was a big chunk of chain that was just hanging on a post
Yes.
before she cut up to it, so she grabbed it and starts Jabba the Hutting that snake. She's like, you know what? Your sail barge isn't gonna make it. Jabba, you know what I mean? The eyes are eventually gonna start closing, and then it's over. Psych! The snake gets right back up again, but she's gonna start punching this thing, and she's not gonna stop punching this thing. She's gonna basically make snake soup right there in the park. You can hear the squish of the sounds
She was
as it
very upset. She
as it
needed to unleash.
yeah, gotta you gotta you know I'm sure like everyone knows. Oh, that snake demon. It's one of the worst things. But
Mhm.
you gotta feel bad for the snake demon after a while. It's like no one deserves this. No one deserves
Nobody,
this.
no.
I don't care how evil. So it's gonna pad up. You can see Glory's nice little place there just before she just beat that snake, literally and figuratively, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
Anyways, you can see Glory looking out through the window, longing, missing her snake, which will never come. Heartbreaking story, a tale as old as time,
Yes.
if I remember it first. So, get back to the hospital, and Joyce has to go tell Dawn the news. She wants to do it alone. Buffy assures her that she isn't scary looking. She looks beautiful and stuff like that. Dawn's going to go in. Her mom's going to hug her. Buffy is creeping it through the door, stuff like that. She wanted a private moment. Buffy, you're stealing that from her. Riley shows up wearing a turtleneck, which isn't too conspicuous. I remember him wearing turtlenecks once in a while when he was in the initiative, so it's fine. Asks if she's okay. She says physically yes. Emotionally, what are you going to do? He's going to give her a hug. He wants her to go let it all out. You know what? I'm here. Go let it all out, Ferris. Says he's there for her. You know what I mean? He's being
Mhm.
trying to be a supportive guy.
Yes.
For a lech, by the way. She says she can't yet. They're gonna need her, and if she starts crying now, Ferris, she's never gonna be able to stop. So
She's
this
the
is what,
rock,
yeah,
solid.
yeah. Someone's got to be there. She is the well, right now. She's the lady of the house. So the other lady's dealing with something. So
Mhm.
when they call her, she pointedly leaves Riley out though. Like he's not considered family. She goes and even closes the door, so the last thing you see is Riley out there in the hallway by himself. Like we're supposed to feel bad for Riley right now. He's a cad. Okay, so that was it for that episode. The next episode, what if I was to tell you it featured a cockroach humanoid alien demon from outer space?
Yes.
That's
Sounds
just
awesome.
me. That's just me describing Riley. I'm
Yes.
just kidding. So that's what's going on in the next one. Yeah, it likes to prey on folks with mental problems, which is
Yeah,
unfortunate.
yes.
Yeah, listening to fear. The next episode we'll be watching on the Rewatchers Council. Ferris Muthana. I didn't even call you Meredith Vieira this time. I'm pretty proud of myself.
Also,
No,
too, Rob, full disclosure to everybody, we may not be doing an episode for the next 2 weeks because,
it's Christmas season.
yep, it's Christmas Eve and New Year's Day these next 2 weeks
Yeah.
on the Thursday, so we may not have an episode. So be on the
Is it
lookout.
Christmas Day? I believe.
Oh yeah, Christmas Day. My bad. Christmas Day. Sorry,
Yeah.
Christmas Day and New Year's Day, New Year's
Yeah.
Day and Christmas Day. So
Yeah.
there's that.
So the powers that be
Hmm.
won't let us do the show, but we will be back in the new
January
year.
8th.
Can't wait to talk more Buffy. Ferris, what's up with you here on the post credits or our sister channel, Good Friends Better Rivals?
Tonight, 5 o'clock Pacific on the post credits channel. Me and Adelia finish our Lord of the Rings extended edition watch along series tonight.
Oh boy.
It is the behemoth known as Return of the King. 4 hours of
Yeah.
yeah, 4 hours.
Yep. You can fly to Mexico if you lived in Winnipeg for four
Yes.
hours, or you can watch the extended edition, or
Or if you're in
you can pay. You can
America,
pay for YouTube.
four and a
Download
half. It's wait,
episodes and stay with you.
Rob.
Yeah.
4.5. If you're in California, you could fly to Mexico and then stay there for 2 hours and fly back home same day.
Yep, that's true.
Yes.
You can even drive down, depending on where you live,
No.
and depending on what area of
No.
Mexico you want to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anything
And
going
then
on sports side?
tomorrow we're doing a special show of Good Friends Better Rivals.
Mm-hmm.
4 o'clock. We're previewing and reviewing the week's games. Dallas and New York, plain and simple,
Mm-hmm.
we suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fully agree.
Yes.
Terrible. We're also getting down to the the bits here when it comes to our fantasy football league.
Yes.
I actually have to play this week, Ferris. Ever got the bye last week for finishing number one the regular season of our Let's Get Ready Network
Yes.
Fantasy Football League, which you can join on our Discord. So, thanks, buddy. I'm going to be back on Tuesday for
Oh,
starting
also
11.
too. Speaking of, well, we did bring up the Grinch Stole Christmas earlier.
Oh, sure.
Christmas Eve, we are having a special video of Christmas movies. We did this great video with a this or that with a blind ranking. So join the chaos, yell at us in the chat, tell us what you would have kept, you would not have kept, and tell us how you would have ranked the final 15 movies. It's gonna be a great day.
Did you or did you not? Now, don't spoil it. Include Die Hard. I don't want to hear about it. You can leave that. You can leave that. People can watch. See
Mm-hmm.
if you included Die Hard or not.
Yes.
Uh, thanks, buddy. Now, so we're going to be gone too. So we're going to be back tomorrow. Rewatchers Council for Angel, our Angel edition, and there'll be the last one up until the Christmas season's over
Mhm.
here on Let's Get Ready Network. So join us tomorrow, 5 o'clock Central. Now, it may be Christmas season for the post credits, but on good friends, Better Rivals, they're still playing the English Premier League. You think I'm going to go not
This
talk about the EPL on
what
starting
a
11?
what
I
a
even wore the
what a
shirt.
what a dumb league they do that.
How dare you?
Spain, Germany, every league takes a break, but the English are like, no, we're gonna make you play 3 games in 6 days.
They like the money.
Yeah,
They love that money. Who can blame them?
I can.
Doesn't like the NFL play games out of nowhere on Christmas Day, no matter what?
Well, if when they fall on Saturday and Sunday, yeah, but they're not gonna
Aren't
play a
they doing
Christmas
that?
Day. They're
Aren't
not
they
gonna
doing
play.
that on Thursday? Aren't they playing Christmas Day games on Thursday?
Yeah, because it's Thursday. Yeah, they usually play on Thursdays
Thanksgiving
anyway.
in the daytime.
Yeah.
They'll
If
play
like
whenever.
honestly, bro, if Christmas Day like was on like a Wednesday or like a Tuesday, and if I was an NFL player, I'll be like, I'm not playing them. I'm not playing there. No, I'm not doing it. I would. So I don't care. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, there's lots of Christmases.
I'm not doing it.
Hopefully, there's lots of Christmases. Now,
I'm not doing
yes,
it.
so Tuesdays starting 11, 7 o'clock, live on Good Friends, Better Rivals. Check it out. If you're not a big fan of English football, you will be. And then you can choose the correct team, Chelsea, and never Arsenal. I believe that should be the motto of the show. Guys, thank you so much for joining us here.
On the women's Champions League side, we actually have a future battle between us.
Ooh, here we go. For Rewatchers Council, Buffy edition. It was an absolute pleasure. And until next time, in the words of Riley Finn, hope you guys like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.